What's up, guys? Barbarian or Bust here with the Deathblow Barb. Let's do Infernal Horde Tier 6. This is almost a mono Deathblow build. Unfortunately, we do need a little bit of Lunging Strike for some Fury. But overall, and we also use it for damage reduction. Other than that, it's pretty much mono Deathblow. Especially when we have called the Ancients up. Oh, I'm frozen. What the hell? Yeah, the ground effects in this game kinda suck. They're hard to see. Like when things are going down, like our health is just draining, it's like, what is going on? It's very hard to see things on the ground now. Okay, there we go. See, we got a poison pool there. There we go. Always start every round with the Lunging Strike to get the 20% damage reduction. And find these guys that keep summoning everyone and try to kill them. Those are actually more important because they cause so much havoc on the map. Yeah, like, they literally cause so much more destruction. So you gotta kill those guys. See, this is pretty crazy. Okay, there we go. See, we're standing in a poison pool, and we didn't notice. See, there's another guy over here. Dude, these guys are so annoying in here. I should not have done that. Okay, so the Ancients are amazing for our Fury. Like, absolutely amazing and necessary. So that is a crucial piece. And I really like how we have the mobility in this build and moving around, because I find if we were to use Steel Grasp, you would probably die, because when you kill everything, oh my god. So like I was saying, when you kill everything and things blow up, that's where we die. We die from the ground effects and literally running into them. Yeah, the worst thing about, I find, T6 right now and up is the ground effects. Like the ground effects that you can't see, it's just awful. So you gotta move around the map. See, right now there we go. Yeah, you really just gotta move around. Kinda like circle them. Because if you fight them in the middle, you'll just die. So you kind of got to weave in and out. And then when there's just a couple left, then you just go in and hammer them home. See, just like that. But because we don't have full fury, you do have to put a lunging strike in. But yeah, lots of chaos. Try to watch the ground effects. Not ready yet. So that guy's gonna blow up. There we go. Okay, we got some Hellborn. Hammer those guys home. Like you can just, so when the ancients are up, you can like spam it. It's amazing. It's so good. So having cooldown for that is very important. Okay, we gotta kill these guys here. Save your first Call of the Ancients when you get your first Hellborn, unless you need it like when you're about to die right there. Okay, we gotta go kill this guy here. He's gonna make our life a little hard in here. Same with this guy. There we go. Here we go. We're getting it. Yeah, they just... Man, but they just keep summoning, and then this one's a poison pool guy. You gotta watch out for that. Look at the... See, yeah, again. When the Ancients are up, it's absolutely amazing. Oh. Yeah, watch out for that poison. Yeah, look at the madness right now. Again, watch out for that poison. So when you get the Hellborn invigorate you, and you just get crazy cooldown, it's really awesome. Just stay out of the poison pool and you'll be absolutely fine. See, there's some sort of ground effect that's kind of killing me right there. Okay, we're gonna save our ancients now. There we go, we got one left here. Look at that, it's rapid fire. Alright. Watch out for those ground effects. Okay, we'll back off. Bring the ancients out. Just spam as much as you can. Get some lunging strikes in there. Get these guys. This is like utter mayhem. But as you see, like if you stay out of the ground effects, man, I feel like nothing. Well, I won't speak too quick, but I feel like nothing kills us. Time for the boss fight. Like, look at that. That was awesome. So now you gotta hit like lunging strike back and forth. You gotta watch your cooldowns. Man, this guy's got a lot of health. Why is that guy, like one of our ancients is just standing there chilling? Why is he doing that? Okay, here we go. See, when you can just like spam it. Oh, you don't want to die here. So yeah, just spam away. Keep up your defenses. Put a lunging strike in every now and again. Because you see, you do need that lunging strike. One guy left. See, lunging strike. Definitely still needed. But if you have more cooldown on your ancients, then like that's what really gives you all of your fury. But because I don't have it like 100% uptime, I need to use lunging strike in between. Okay, where's he at? And also with lunging strike, like I said, we use the aspect of might, so that's good. Okay. Here we go. This should be kind of it. Look, just spam it away. Keep your health up. Don't die. Okay, that was close. Where'd he go? And he's dead. And that is Mono Deathblow. This build is really cool, and I think if you want to go further, you're going to have to potentially get the Grandfather and the Harlequin Crest. I didn't use Crown of Lucian because, as you see, Fury is still an issue. I tried with it and it was very clunky. Let's go over the build. We have the Helmet of Might. This was very important. Lunging Strike gets us in position for Deathblow and gives us a lot of Fury. And on here, I put Strength, Max Life, Ranks to Deathblow, Ranks to Concussion, and any resistances that I needed maxed out. In our chest piece, we have the Iron Warrior. I usually put this on an amulet for max damage reduction, but we have the Banished Lord's Talisman there. So we use Strength, Max Life. This is where my armor roll was. And I had some Iron Skin cooldown, or you could do Challenging Shout cooldown, either or. And I rolled Steel Grasp stuns because I did try this with Steel Grasp. And it was good, it was fun, but all those ground effects actually kill you when you bring everything in and then you Deathblow. It's just too much. And for the gauntlets, we have Intercom, and here we have Strength, Attack Speed, and Ranks to Core Skill. You can't get Ranks to Deathblow, but if you get Ranks to Core Skill, because of the third blade, Deathblow is now a core skill, so that raises our skill. Ranks to Concussion and Damage with Berserking. Here, Ariad's Bearing. This is amazing. And it's amazing because of that greater affix on cooldown reduction. This is so good. This is 100% needed. Call of the Ancients cooldown reduction, you can literally spam Deathblow all day when Call of the Ancients are up. It's amazing. In the boots, we have Ghostwalkers with Strength, Fury per second, and Fire Resistance with a Concussion and Movement Speed. Fury per second isn't necessarily needed, but I find it plays better when you have one roll of Fury per second. And this mace is also needed. Unfortunately, this is a crap roll where the Shockwave deals literally the least amount it could, 25%. That's awful. If I had like the 45% roll, this would be a much better mace. And the base damage is literally almost 1,000,000. Because of that, that 45% is very much needed. This is a great mace, and this is the only way I play Deathblow. And the third blade, this is also very mandatory. Every unique in this build is mandatory to make this work properly. You want to get one that has the most percent damage as possible, and without this build is not viable. And next we have the Blood Boiling Mace with Strength, Max Life, Overpower Damage, Damage to Berserking, and Berserking Duration. With Berserking Duration, there wasn't much there to choose from. You could choose a Lucky Hit mechanic there, like Lucky Hit deals X amount of physical damage or whatnot. But for this one, I wanted to make sure that I was berserking all the time, and we are berserking all the time so much that I can actually take Berserking Duration off. That's not needed anymore. And on the two-hander, you have to put Encroaching Wrath. And we have Strength, Max Life. This one rolled with a greater affix to critical strike damage, so I decided to use this. Otherwise, I would also use one that has overpower damage. And again, the Berserking Duration is not needed, and I have a rank to Deathblow damage. And in the ring, we use the Starlight Ring. For this ring to work, you have to take Invigorating Fury. That is very important, otherwise this ring does nothing. And we took Strength. I just want to roll anything but critical strike chance, so we got damage and attack speed. And on here we have Deathblow damage and resource generation. Very important for resource generation, and my advice is to make sure you max out your damage while berserking, and then everything else put on Deathblow damage. And here's the red ring. This red ring, again, I rolled a greater affix on critical strike damage, so that is really awesome. Between these two pieces, we have an extra almost 400% critical strike damage. And here the Banished Lord Talisman, which rolled a greater affix on overpower damage. You want to stack overpower damage and critical strike damage. And with this one, I got lucky and I got 2 rolls to core skills. This really makes the build shine. This build is a lot of fun, and it just steamrolls everything. We use Two-Handed Axe for expertise. And let's go over the skills. I found the skills slightly hard to get right because there's so many things I wanted to take. We take 3 ranks into Lunging Strike to combat Lunging Strike, and we do that so that we can bypass all these skills. And we also take 3 ranks into Endless Fury, and as you saw in the gameplay, this is very much needed because we still have to use Lunging Strike to get our Fury. So make sure you don't skimp out on that. Next, we take 3 ranks to Imposing Presence, and 3 ranks to Martial Vigor, 3 ranks to Rallying Cry, and to Tactical Rallying Cry, and we take 3 ranks to Iron Skin and to Tactical Iron Skin. And when you pop Tactical Iron Skin, gives you so much life that it actually also triggers the Starlight aspect and you get more Fury. We only take 1 point into Challenging Shout, 3 points into Swiftness, 3 points into Booming Voice, 3 points into Aggressive Resistance, 3 points into Prolific Fury. We are berserking all the time. This procs all the time. Very important. 1 rank into Pit Fighter for 1 rank into Slaying Strike and 1 rank into Exposed Vulnerability. Exposed Vulnerability, this is absolutely awesome. Because your Weapon Master skill is now a core skill, every second Deathblow causes enemies to be vulnerable. This is how you need to make enemies vulnerable. We don't take Exploit in this build at all. Then we take 7 ranks into Deathblow, into Warrior's Deathblow, and we are berserking 100% of the time. And I did try this with Steel Grasp, but because of all the ground effects when you bring everything in, it will just kill you. We take 3 ranks into Heavy Handed, 3 ranks into Brute Force, and 3 ranks into Wallop, and we take 0 ranks into Concussion, but because of our tempers, we have perfect lucky stun chance. And we take 1 roll to Tempered Fury to get 3 points to Invigorating Fury. This is super, super important. This is what also helps trigger our Starlight Ring. This and Iron Skin. And then we take 3 points into Call of the Ancients for Supreme Call of the Ancients. I actually got this idea from one of my comments in my videos to tell me to take Call of the Ancients and try Whirlwind. I have yet to try that, but I still will. And this skill with Aerial Sparing is absolutely amazing because you get an increase to your damage, an increase to attack speed, and Fury all the time. So because of that, when you have Call of the Ancients up, you can spam Deathblow the whole entire time. It's absolutely amazing. And then our key passive is Unbridled Rage. In our first board, we take Ire, and we take as much life nodes as possible. Our second board is Bone Breaker, and we take Crusher for that overpowered damage. Our third board is Carnage, where we take Might, and we take Carnage for the increased attack speed. Our fourth board is Warbringer, where we take Wrath, and you want as much Fury nodes as possible and life, and also take the Fury on kill. Our fifth board is Decimator, which procs by Exposed Vulnerability, where we take Dominate. Make sure to get these life nodes down here. And our final board is our Blood Rage. And as you see, our current bonus is not at 30%. Once we masterwork a couple more pieces, this bonus will be at 30%. And that is Mono Deathblow. This build was a lot of fun, and it is super powerful. And in my opinion, the only way to make it more powerful would be to have the Harlequin Crest and the Grandfather. I did try it with the Crown of Lucian, and because of my Fury issues, it didn't work so well. But if you have Fury solves better than I do, you could take the Crown of Lucian. Because when we had Call of the Ancients up, we had 100% Fury all the time. Crown of Lucian would work there perfectly. So if you like Deathblow like I do, give this a try. This is the Deathblow build I've been hoping for. This is amazing. If you have these pieces, you definitely gotta try this. It's awesome. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.